we actually tried recording this episode once before, a while back. And I was so annoyed. I am just now, it's been 2 months or so.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Since last season.
Cocked your head to the side and said you're angry.
I'm still wearing my glasses, so please don't make fun of me in the comments. Actually, it's fine. Roast
on the
me.
flip side of it, completely make fun of her in the comments.
It's fine. Just roast me.
It'll just be me in the comments ripping on you.
Look from far away.
Hang on.
Hey, guys. We recorded this episode, and then I went to editing, and Casey, bless, he was holding the mic. It was back when we were holding the mics, and he was going like this with the mic, and it was going like this.
Idle hands.
And it literally cut 4 minutes of sound out, and I was like...
I told her to just caption it, and it would have been fine. We even could have done something for the listening, and it would have just been like a horrible robot voice. Just me.
I was so upset. But it's okay, it's fine.
It would be like a bad lip reading thing. It would have been great. Because I would have been trying to figure out what she was saying.
Oh, like dubbing over?
Yeah, and I would just and it would just be really off. Wouldn't make a lot of sense to those listening. Be there.
Anyways, but here we are. The housing market sucks right now. We're still trying to sell our house. Keep us in your good vibes, because I would love to be out of here before Christmas. But
impossible.
But the probability is extremely non-existent right now. But, I still have hope. Maybe by my birthday in February we'll be out. Who knows? Kitty cats. Spoiled, mean. But, okay, so I walked in Walmart today, which I hate doing. And they had little Santa and elf hats.
They would just kill us.
For the kitties. Well, I think they're for small dogs, but listen.
Cats are just essentially small dogs.
Exactly. They have, about the same size head. Buddy's head's a little big, but he's a tomboy, so that's okay. He's over there laying down.
He's 90% jowl anyway.
He really is. It's like all right here. But I am highly debating on going and getting them, because they were pretty cheap, and taking a photo so it can be the face of Never Normal for... Dang it, Andrew! Anyways, so it can be the podcast thumbnail for the holiday season. Ooh, would they sit still for it? Absolutely not.
Not even with Schnickies?
Not even with Schnickies, because I've tried to put a sweater on Buddy before and almost died. He has the mitts of murder.
Very spicy.
But my favorite thing right now is to look through TikTok at people whose pets actually enjoy pet clothing and seeing all the Christmas sweaters and little
I think you gotta
Santa
get them when
hats.
they're young.
Yeah. Bean doesn't really mind, except for I think that one got a little tight and was a little itchy.
I think she just flops over and doesn't move. It's not that she doesn't mind, just that she seems
She doesn't mind. Oh, Taz would let me. I think he would, because he doesn't have a lot. It's a lot of butterflies and dust up there.
He's very picky, so.
If I did it, I think he would be okay. If you tried, I think he would fight back.
Only one way to fight? Oh.
I was looking through clips on TikTok today, and it was the clip of when he didn't want you to hold him, and we were recording, and he just plopped on me. And he was like, "No, Mom." And then he crawled on me. I want to squeeze his little face. In a loving way, not in a... Also, Christmas, Yule, Merry Chrysler, Happy Crisis,
Happy Krampus.
Ooh, no, you can't do that. Your legs are too long. You're gonna hit the... I created a mic stand, you guys.
I created a monster because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady on chopped liver.
Eminem's gonna send a cease and desist. Anyways, this
What
is
if it's
my...
a cease and assist?
Ooh. This
Snap,
is
you'll see a rap
from
with him.
my TikTok days. And I just hooked our little mics onto it until we can be cool and have actual mics. But, what's something you want for Christmas? A PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but...
Or log.
Or someone to buy the house.
Or someone to buy the house. No, but Casey's been playing Assassin's Creed recently, Valhalla specifically, and Orlog.
I got a bone to pick with, was Activision or whoever, Ubisoft, yeah, that's the ones. So I stopped playing Valhalla because I was like, oh, I beat the game, I'll just wait till they come out with a new game plus and then I'll play the game. And then they had this little announcement that December 6th is going to be their last update, which is not going to include a new game plus. The thing that their entire community has been asking for 2 years, and they're not going to do it.
Which honestly sucks because
You all failed me.
with New Game Plus, like, they had so many avenues they could explore. They could explore the sagas, they could explore Ragnarok, they could...
Well,
there's so
they do that
much
with
that
the
they could do.
DLCs, but with the New Game Plus, their whole reasoning is just utterly stupid. Well, it's
What's their
because
reasoning?
the gear selection is limited. Increase the stats, where basically, when you start the game, having the maxed out gear fully upgraded, when you find a piece of armor, is slightly better with no upgrades on it. So then you just upgrade it all the way up. You just increase the stats some more.
Right.
How hard would that be? It's already in the coding.
Why don't you just write them a letter, honey? Or an email.
Far more gifted souls have.
Oh, okay. Anyways, my thing is Orlog. I need all of you to listen to me right now. I know people that are really smart. I am not smart. I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm not a very smart person when it comes to technological things.
That's a computer.
But anyways, but I need someone to make an Orlog game for your mobile device or like the Switch or something. Kind of like when they had the Magic the Gathering games that you could play online and stuff. I need that, but in Orlog form. I don't think you guys understand. I am obsessed with that game. Thank you. Someone please go out there and do the work. Please, because I can't. If you do a Kickstarter, I'll put money in it. Like, I really want it, and I think that it would be a really good, like, thing. Just do it. For those of you listening, Casey's playing with his hair right now. But anyways.
It's never been this long before.
So.
Let me take it down, swish it.
No. You can wear it down. Let me curl it next episode.
I want a perm.
Let me curl it. I'll do tight curls so it'll be like a perm. Okay. It's anyways.
Nailed it.
So the whole reason that I wanted to do this topic is because I scroll through TikTok constantly. No, we're not going to Charles Manson that. You're going to fix yourself. Anyways, I scroll through TikTok. I suffer from insomnia and depression and anxiety, and TikTok is my medication for those things. Not doctor prescribed. But I was scrolling through TikTok in October, the beginning of October, and La Llorona was everywhere because this viral video went up of her wailing. And this was a video from...
She was on the bow of a ship with a harpoon.
No.
And was...
No, not that kind. Yes.
Different wailing.
Different wailing, totally.
Dang.
But And the audio of it creeped me out. And I was like, you know what? I've never really done any research on La Llorona. So I dug in some research, found some interesting things out, and I wrote about it. So here it is. You ready? You ready?
Hit me with Llorona.
La Llorona is most commonly associated with the colonial era and the dynamic between Spanish conquistadors and indigenous women. The most common lore about La Llorona includes her initially being an indigenous woman who murdered her own children, which she bore from a wealthy Spaniard after he abandoned her. That's the quote-unquote,
beginning.
That's the most popular theory. The earliest documentation of La Llorona is traced back to 1550 in Mexico City. Stories of weeping female phantoms are common in the folklore of both Iberian and Amerindian cultures. I'm going to go ahead and pause here for the good old reminder that I am from Southeast Tennessee, and please forgive me for mispronouncing these things. I mean, no disrespect. I just can't speak.
My dyslexia really wants to make that Armenian.
Same. And I'm not dyslexic. I had to stop myself. Scholars have pointed out similarities between La Llorona and the... Oh man, here's another...
Chihuacolte.
Of Aztec mythology. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm not meaning to.
I'm not as sorry. I just can't pronounce anything. I can't help that.
I apologize on both of our behalves. As well as even Lilith of Hebrew mythology.
I'm sure you got that right.
Author Ben Radford's investigation into the legend of La Llorona, published in Mysterious New Mexico, found common elements of the story in a German folktale dating from 1486. La Llorona also bears resemblance to the ancient Greek tale of a demigoddess Lamia, which was Hera, Zeus's wife, learned of his affair with Lamia and killed all the children that she had with Zeus. Well, Lamia had with Zeus. Out of jealousy over the loss of her own children, Lamia kills other women's children. That was a little... it's a little rude.
Nailed it.
The legend has a wide variety of details and versions. In a typical version of the legend, a beautiful woman named Maria marries a ranchero or conquistador to whom she bears 2 children. One day, Maria sees her husband with another woman, and in a fit of blind rage, she drowns their children in a river, which she immediately regrets. Well, duh. Unable to save them and consumed by guilt, she drowns herself as well, but is unable to enter the afterlife, forced to be in purgatory and roam this earth until she finds her children. Maybe. In another version of the story, her children are illegitimate, and she drowns them so that their father cannot take them away to be raised by his new wife. Reoccurring themes in these variations on La Llorona myth include a white, soaked dress, nocturnal wailing, and an association with water. There's also the dark hair covering the face, so think The Ring.
The Ring, classic.
But not. So, there's actually quite a few... What are you laughing at?
That's like that TikTok. It was like, what do you do when you see this thing climbing through your TV? And the guy's like standing there with the roses.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so when I was looking through things, I thought that La Llorona was, and this is why I like research, was just a Mexican pop culture thing. But it actually, throughout history, has ties to other folklore, which is very interesting. Mexico. The legend of La Llorona is deeply rooted in the Mexican pop culture. Her story is told to children to encourage them not to wander off in the dark. Kind of like in Appalachia, we're told to, when the sun goes down, to stay out of the woods kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't get all that. I was encouraged.
I was
you
not.
You bastards.
I was not.
They were trying to get me taken.
When I was growing up, it was don't whistle in the woods. If you hear your name being called in the woods, go the opposite way. You didn't hear anything. Babies crying in the woods, and don't go in the woods after dark alone. That's what I grew up with. Do I believe any of that? No.
Listen, you hear a woman crying in the woods, that ain't a woman. That is a mountain lion, and you're about to get got.
Well, no, I mean, no, it's different. Anyways, Guatemala. According to the local legend, in Guatemala City lived a woman who had an affair with a lover. She became pregnant and gave birth to a child named Juan de la Cruz, who she drowned so her husband would not know. The woman was condemned in the afterlife to search for her murdered son in every place where there's a pool of water. She does this by crying out for him, hence her signature wailing that she does, La Llorona. It's a popular scary legend that in one iteration or another has been told to generations of children. The terrifying cry of "Oh my children" is well known due to this story. Additionally, one particular detail is that when a person hears the cry from afar, it means that she is nearby, but if the cry is heard from nearby, it means that she is afar. Some unlucky person enough to face the specter is won over to the afterlife, and they are never to be seen again. There's also a version in the southwestern United States. The story of La Llorona is told to scare children into good behavior, sometimes specifically to deter children from playing near dangerous waters. Also told to them is that her cries are heard as she walks around the street near bodies of water to scare children from wandering around. Venezuela. The tale of La Llorona is set in the Venezuelan Llanos during the colonial period. La Llorona is said to be the spirit of a woman that died of sorrow after her children were killed, either by herself or by her family. Families traditionally place wooden crosses over their doors to ward off such spirits. So as far as pop culture that La Llorona has been in, she first appeared in film in 1933's La Llorona, filmed in Mexico. René Cardona's 1960 film La Llorona was also shot in Mexico, as was the 1963 horror film The Curse of the Crying Woman, directed by Rafael Belladon. Most recently, The Legend of La Llorona was a film released in January of 2022 that stars Danny Trejo,
you watch that.
Autumn Reeser, and Antonio Cupo.
Anything with Danny Trejo, though.
Yeah, she has also appeared in cult shows like Supernatural. It was in their pilot episode. There's a few other kind of cult shows that she, her legend has appeared in. Was X-Files? I don't think so. But I know that there's other shows that have a nod to her.
I don't know, but I love David Duchovny. I know that much.
So, yeah, we stand X-Files in this house. No, we do need to watch that movie because I love Danny Trejo. So...
You give me a movie with Danny Trejo. They should have had Danny Trejo in the X-Files.
They should have.
Scully who? It should have been Danny and Fox. He just goes by his own name.
What a dream team. What a dream team.
Yeah, he's like, look at these aliens. And Danny's like, what aliens? He grabs them, throws them in the back of the FBI vehicle to drive on out of there. That's how it goes.
It would have been like four episodes long, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
He would have found his sister.
Yeah, just he hires Danny Trejo for his sister. He just punches aliens until he finds her. Got it.
I think La Llorona is very interesting. I think of it more as a folktale. Me personally, just seeing as the similarities from other folklore. I will say, though, the videos that I found, I don't have them anymore, but the videos that I found were very convincing. But I know that things can be staged.
There's a lot of whalers in a lot of companies, or a lot of different countries.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it could be a supernatural phenomena, kind of like the black-eyed children. You know what I mean?
Still want to say the black-eyed peas.
It could be one of those, like the black-eyed children or the Hat Man. It could be kind of its own little phenomena that spans across cultures, and that's why they're kind of similar.
Well, there's...
But...
I'm one is, like, if you have the same story that's told throughout the different countries and cultures throughout the world, there's got to be some truth to it somewhere. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I would not want to experience it. I think it would be absolutely terrifying.
Well, yeah. Also, I just don't understand how if she's crying from far away, she's close to you. If she's crying from close to you, she's far away.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if she's a predatory being, then it could be.
But if she's only after children, then why does it matter if, like, a grown-up sees her?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Well, buy us tickets to Mexico.
We'll have to ask her if we ever go that way.
I will go down there on your all's wallet. I'll go down there and I'll ask her.
Well, no, I'm going to do a part 2 to this because I didn't think about it, but I wanted to ask my cousin from Panama, South America, if there was a rendition like that, or, you know what I mean, folklore similar to that where she grew up. Because she's from there. She speaks very little English.
It seems like it's mostly around South American countries, though, is what I saw.
Yeah. So, but I would love to know if in her culture there's something similar. Because I think that would be really cool.
Like the Il Chupanibre.
We will cover the Chupacabra.
I seen it.
If there is one thing that Casey loves more than Mothman, I think it's the Chupacabra.
Only because I seen it.
But we might do that.
I will let you all know. I did actually have me and my dad. Well,
don't tell the story.
I'm not. We saw it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. We saw it.
We'll do an old school style where I'll interview you about it. I'll spit some facts about it. And
well,
then
you gotta
I'll
get Dad here though, and we'll have to do something with a ring light because his head will blind them.
I'll put some powder on his head.
Get him a George Washington wig, please.
No, but yeah, no, I would love to have your dad on to talk about his paranormal experiences, and we'll iron all that out. But thanks for checking out this episode. What do you guys think of La Llorona? Let us know down below. Don't forget to check us out on Anchor as well.
The old Icarumba.
We are now Anchor ambassadors. I don't know what that means yet, but apparently it's a cool kids club. So thank you. We're in the triple digits now for listeners, and we are...
Did we get an embassy?
No. I looked. And we're actually going to be launching our Patreon in January, so I'm going to start stockpiling some postcards to send out to everyone, and I'm so excited. But I'll do a whole separate video on YouTube about all of that. That way it's not taking up time here. But do you have any final thoughts, sir, on La Llorona? No? Are you thinking of something clever to say?
Just kind of imagine it's got to be uncomfortable walking around in wet clothes all the time.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Like in the humidity.
No wonder she's hateful. Yeah.
I know, right?
I would be too. She has every right to be as hateful.
She's moist.
She has every right to be hateful if she's walking around in wet and soggy clothes all the time. She's probably wailing because she's flipping miserable walking
Her
around.
armpits are chafing.
Probably. Poor lady.
She's just like crying. Alright, just if you see her or hear her, just get a towel, man. Maybe that's what she's looking for. Maybe she needs a towel.
Bean, do you want to say bye?
Oh.
She's so annoyed because I picked her up.
Sloop.
Say hi, everybody. Oh.
Cannot disturb the buddy for he is asleep.
Yeah, Bobby's over there sleeping on his blanket on the couch. But, alright, well, thanks for checking out this episode, and we'll be back next week. What are you doing? Wow.
Well, it was kind of like, instead of like panning out, I'm just kind of like, I'm panning in.
Okay, go ahead, continue. Go ahead, go ahead. So, like and subscribe, and your beard's hitting the thing. Bye, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god.